Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for watching. It would mean the world to us if you could just scroll down, like, hit the subscribe button for the Snaps YouTube channel. It goes a long way towards helping us out. Now, let's dive into some college football. ESPN, 80 best college football quarterbacks since 2000. We are firmly in the offseason. Here's the top 10. Number 1, we'll see if we agree or disagree. Number 10, RG3. 9, Marcus Mariota. 8, Lamar Jackson. 7, Kyler Murray. 6, Deshaun Watson. 5, Joe Burrow. 4, Tim Tebow. 3, Vince Young. 2, Cam Newton. And number 1, Baker Mayfield. How about it, Aaron? QB1, what do you think?
Baker at 1. I don't know if I'm putting Baker at 1. To me,
you know who I want 1.
Yeah, I know. To me, it's a mixture of my top 3, and you can put them in any order you want because they're all very different with the way they play. Top 3, whatever order you want: Tebow, Cam, Joe, Burrow. Those are my top 3.
I think
those should be your top 3.
What about Deshaun Watson?
I like Deshaun too. I like Deshaun.
I'm tempted to put Deshaun in over Tebow, or if you wanted to go Tebow over.
Tebow.
No, I don't hate Tebow. I don't hate Tebow. I don't hate Tebow. I was going to say, in fact, you could maybe take Burrow out of there because it was 1 year. But it was like such a year.
The greatest. But so was Cam. So Cam was 1 year.
Yeah, but Cam also had success at Blinn and everything else.
Yeah, I don't count that though. He's remembered for the 1 year at Auburn.
Wait, where did okay, wait. So PG has linked Aaron Murray on this list. Where did Aaron comes in number 47?
Top 50
Murray
bitches.
Resurrected the Mark Richt era in Athens, leading the Dogs to within seconds of the BCS championship in 2012, and not only finishing the most passing yards in the history of the SEC, but finishing nearly 1,000 yards ahead of second place Drew Lock and nearly 2,000 yards ahead of third place David Green. Suck it, David Green. There's only one Georgia quarterback that I recognize, and it's my 9-inch king. With his tacky rosin bag stuffed in his pants.
9 1/4
to try to make his dick look bigger.
All right. So if I had to re-rank the top 5, you know how
I go Cam Newton 1. I go Cam Newton 1 with a bullet, dude.
Okay.
I mean, you saw the fight the other day, dude. Not even 4 people trying to fuck our guy up could handle him.
Right. We'll do Cam 1, Joe 2, Tim 3, Deshaun 4.
Okay. I could do that. Who do we want to be 5?
5 would be
Baker?
Vince or Baker?
Ooh, yeah. I mean, Vince, it's tough because Vince suffers from a little bit of a different era to where his numbers don't look as overwhelming, but at the time they were mind-blowing.
I'll put Baker at 5. I'll put Baker at 5.
But Vince did straight up fucking win a natty, right?
Yeah.
But Baker's story coming from being a walk-on and just like consistently betting on himself, it's hard not to be enthralled by that.
This is our Snaps top 5. We'll put our graphic out, official stamp of approval. Snaps top 5 quarterbacks of the 20s or 2000s. We got Cam 1. We have Joe Burrow 2. Tim Tebow 3. Deshaun 4. Baker 5. Top 5.
Okay. I agree. I'm down with it. How about so you were right in between. You were ahead of Byron Leftwich, Aaron, and you were right behind Colt Brennan. Rest in peace to Colt. Hawaii legend. I like that list. I think it's a pretty good top 5 that we just put together there. Look, massive thank you. I know we came on a bit early today. So massive thank you. Dave's here says Vince Young is the best QB I've seen in college. Are we sure we want Baker over Vince at 5?
Yes.
Okay. Massive thank you to everybody joining us. I know we're an hour early. Can't thank Chase Daniel enough. And again, guys, for real, if you want to really learn football, like his YouTube channel is invaluable. It is awesome. Texas Rocks, terrible top 5, just lousy. Look, Vince he's OLI, right? He's number 6. He's OLI. He's just on the outside looking in. And Texas Rocks, you should be happy because if you noticed it, Chase Daniel just told you he thinks Quinn Ewers is the best quarterback in the country next year. Has T-Bob set an actual date to get his haircut short yet? The audience deserves some firm notice. Again, I have to double check my brother's wedding, but it's in April. I'm officiating it. So my wife says I have to keep my hair because she loves my hair where it's at currently. After the wedding, the fuckboy fade will be the first. I get my hair cut on Wednesdays. That'll be the first Wednesday after the wedding. I will officially show up with a fuckboy fade that Thursday, and me and Aaron can finally become the Tampa 2 that we've always. And I'm not talking about Monty Kiffin. I'm talking about the timing for
the Bitcoin. The Bitcoin halving's right about then as well. So like you'll be full.
So do I need to sell at that point? What do I need to do when they have it? Do I need to sell? Do I need a whole? Wait. How about this? Do I need a hodl?
Hodl.
Look at me. Look at me. Am I a crypto guy? Am I a crypto guy now? Texas Rocks, Vince is 1. Disagree on Quinn. He still frustrates me. LOL. How the fuck do you not know the dates? Says Jav Solo. I live my life. I'm what you would call detail agnostic. You know, I just kind of take things as they come. But to your point, I probably should. Shit, I got to make sure I'm still a minister. I married my sister, so I could technically marry, bury, and baptize. Aaron, if you're ever feeling a little like you need some forgiveness, you can come to me. Right? Yeah. I can help you out.
We're good.
You want to hear a funny memory?
Some guy, T-Bob, never do what your wife wants. We need to have a private talk about a long-term marriage. It's not happy wife, happy life. It's happy king, happy kingdom. I
don't.
My wife that right now.
That's fucking awful advice. That is going to fuck you. Please, nobody listening. Like, I don't care. I got a few firm rules in this life. A new firm rule is don't buy drugs from strangers. Like if you're in a bachelor party or something, you cannot buy street drugs anymore. It's too fucking sketchy. You got to line it up ahead of time, or you just got to go with that. Okay. One of the other rules would definitely be happy wife, happy life. I think that's probably for the best. You want to hear a funny memory I had today? We were talking about like our crushes. So Stephen A. Smith had a question of like, every decade you've been alive, who'd you have a crush on, right? And so for the 90s, for me, one was Danielle Fisher from Boy Meets World, of course, Topanga, just like absolute babe. But the other was Britney Spears, and I thought this was pretty creative, okay? My young 11, 12-year-old fantasy was that me and Britney Spears would do a Freaky Friday, and we would body switch. And while I was in her body, I was going to take a bunch of pictures of my boobs and I was going to mail them back to my actual home address so that when we switched bodies back in my mail, I would have pictures of Britney Spears' boobs. That's actually genius, dude. You don't think that's creative at all?
You're a weird person, bro.
I think that makes all the sense in the world, dude. I feel like I'm still proud of that scheme.
Your service is going.
Friday. No, your service.
My service with the crap, or yours? My service with the good. God, I didn't hear that nonsense that came out of your mouth.
Who's your 2000s or 90s crush then? For the 80s, for me, it is very clearly Karen Allen from Raiders of the Lost Ark. She's got this magical smile that just infatuates you. And then who?
Christina Aguilar.
Okay, Aguilar is a good one. Yeah, I'll never forget the Dirty video when it came out. It was kind of like freaked out in a good way. And then I would say Heath Ledger would be up there for me as well. Another guy that the smile is just magnetic. And oh, dude, Sloane from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, if we're talking 80s. I was infatuated with her. She had such a charisma, such a screen presence. I still wonder what ended up happening to her. But yeah, she was awesome. Ferris Bueller Day Off, great movie too. One of my favorites.